Hello, everyone, and a massive welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to dive into the very heart of how websites are built. But don't worry, we're not going to get lost in complicated jargon. Instead, let's think about building a website like building a house. It's a simple idea that will help us understand everything clearly. So, what are the three essential things you need to build any modern website? They are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Let's break down what each one does using our house example. First up, we have HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Now, that sounds technical, but just think of HTML as the blueprint or the fundamental structure of our house. It's the foundation, the walls, the floors, and the roof. It defines the different rooms and areas. For example, HTML tells the browser, this is a kitchen, this is a bedroom, and this is a living room. It creates the actual substance and structure, but it's not pretty. Imagine a house with just concrete walls and floors. It's functional. You can walk around in it, but nobody wants to live there. On a website, HTML creates the basic content. For example, if we were making a simple web page for a coffee shop, our HTML would define a main title that says, Welcome to the coffee spot, a paragraph describing our cozy atmosphere, a list of the different coffees we sell. This is the core content. It's the skeleton that holds everything together. Next, we have CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets. If HTML is the structure of our house, CSS is the interior designer and the decorator. This is the fun part. CSS adds all the style and makes our house look beautiful. It chooses the pink color for the walls, the type of wood for the floors, the style of the furniture, and the pictures we hang on the wall. Without CSS, every website would be a boring black and white document. CSS is what brings it to life. Going back to our coffee shop website, CSS would take our basic HTML and make it look amazing. We could use CSS to make the main title large, friendly, and maybe a warm brown color. Change the font of our descriptive paragraph to something elegant and easy to read. Arrange our coffee list in beautiful columns and add a nice background color to it. So you have two options here. You can have a plain website with just HTML, or you can use CSS to make it visually stunning. The choice is pretty clear, right? CSS handles the entire look and feel. Its role is presentation and styling. Finally, let's talk about JavaScript. So we have a house with a solid structure and a beautiful decorations. But what about the electricity, the running water, and the appliances? How do we make the house do things? That's where JavaScript comes in. JavaScript is like the electrical wiring and plumbing in our house. It adds interactivity and functionality. It lets you turn on the lights with a switch, open the garage door with a button, or use the oven. It turns our static house into a dynamic, interactive home. On our coffee shop website, JavaScript would let us add cool features like an image slideshow of our delicious pastries, a pop up window showing our special of the day when the page loads, a button that, when clicked, shows the location of our shop on an interactive map. So, to be clear, if a website just gives you information to read, you might only need HTML and CSS. But if you want a website where users can click, drag, submit, or interact in any way, you absolutely need JavaScript. Its role is behavior and interactivity. So to recap our house analogy, HTML is the structure, the walls and rooms. CSS is the decoration, the paint and furniture. And JavaScript is the functionality, the lights and appliances. You need all three to build a modern, beautiful, and attractive web experience. In the lessons that follow, we're going to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty with some actual code. Let's start by building the foundation with HTML, and then we'll make it look incredible with CSS. You'll see firsthand how these technologies work together. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you'll understand exactly how to build web pages from scratch. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this explanation and are excited to learn more, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next lesson. See you in the next video.